Want to wake up, feel amazing, and give your hips the love and nourishment you know they deserve? Let's do this. It's time to feel uplifted.
Good morning, yogis. Come to the top of the mat, feet hip width apart and parallel. Inhale, sweep the arms up, greet the day. Huge breath in. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees. Inhale, find length in the spine as you come into your half lift. Exhale, fold deeply. As you breathe in, come into your half lift, and right away take your left elbow to your left thigh. Take your right hand to your right hip, and turn to the right side wall, feeling this nice little gentle twist, and maybe a little bit of an IT band stretch on the right hip. If you don't feel a stretch, take the hand all the way to the floor. Otherwise, keep that elbow on the knee. Inhale, sweep that right arm forward and up so the right fingertips reach towards the sky. Huge breath in here. Exhale out the mouth, HA. Once more, huge breath in. Exhale out the mouth, HA. Awesome. Take the hand down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Playing with that right hip, we're going to move the upper body forward so your weight comes over the right foot, and then move the body weight back so you press into the left ball of the foot and the heel presses towards the back wall behind you. So just moving like this, kind of just gliding, sliding the body forward and back in this way. And then take the left knee to the ground, heel toe the right foot to the right, so the right heel is on the mat, toes are on the wood or floor in your home, and just let the hips sink down. This is where I like to do a little bit of a rock and roll motion. So I kind of rock and roll the body to the left and then to the right. I let my shoulders come up by my ears here just so I can start to feel into the hips in this way. It's so juicy. And then as you're ready, step it back, downward facing dog. Your choice for a vinyasa this morning. So first pedal through the legs, and then as you're ready, inhale, rock forward to plank pose. You can lower the knees and lower down modified. Otherwise, you can take chaturanga or up dog, or just meet me here in baby cobra. Exhale, we'll all come back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Rocking and rolling in that forward and back motion this time. So pressing the right heel back, then sending the heart forward over the left knee. Just feeling into the body. Good. And then heel toe the left foot out to the left. Right knee drops. And now we get to rock and roll left to right. You can always be up on blocks if it's a little bit uncomfortable having the hands on the floor. I kind of visualize that I'm like seaweed here. I know that's weird, but it just really helps me get into the hips and the side body. Nice. Now heel toe that left foot back underneath you. So listen carefully. Hands frame the foot. Curl the back toes under. And this time I actually want you to step to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, surrender, deep fold. Good. Keeping the knees bent. This time keep the right knee bent. Right elbow to right thigh. Left hand to left hip. Turn to face the side wall. So now maybe hopefully feeling juicy IT band stretch on the outer left thigh. Reach the arm forward and up. Inhale, huge breath here. Exhale out the mouth, HA. Once more, big breath in. Exhale, HA. Awesome. Take the hand down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, press the air away. Good. Inhale, taking your chair pose, so toes to touch, heels apart. Graze the fingers down as you breathe in, so the fingers touch the mat, and then circle them down, around, and up. Inhale here. Exhale completely. This is the part where we warm the hips. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, stay in this chair. Good. Inhale. This time, spring up. Exhale, take your elbows behind you. Open the heart, cactus arms, goalpost arms. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Your choice of a vinyasa here. So that might mean just stepping back to dog and holding dog, no vinyasa. Or it might mean plank, chaturanga, or a modification that works for you. Inhale, take the right leg high to the sky from downward dog when you're ready. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Huge breath here. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Cartwheel up into warrior two. Full inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale, hold this pose. Exhale, ground the feet down into the earth. Think of your mat splitting apart in the center. Both your feet are so fierce. Good. And now inhale, straighten that front leg. Heel toe the back left foot in a little bit. And then reach the right fingertips forward. Take the hand to the shin or a block. Reach the left hand to the sky. We're going to try to tap into the hip even here. So I want you to really press and root through the outer left corner of your foot. As you do that, take your left hand and sweep the left bicep alongside the ear. Now take your left hand to your right ear. So you're kind of holding and cupping your ear. Send your elbow behind you. So the elbow's pointing up towards the ceiling. Relax both shoulders and see if you can reroot, reground through the left outer edge of foot as you send the elbow back in space. Looking for a huge opening in the whole side seam of the body and maybe in the left outer hip as well. Just a touch. It's a subtle stretch. Bend the back left knee for me. And now straighten. So it's a little bit of a weird triangle pose thing. Bend the back left knee and straighten. Once more, bend and straighten. Awesome. Sweep up. Come back into warrior two for just a breath. And then cartwheel, hands down, step it back, downward facing dog. Advanced yogis, feel free to take a vinyasa. Otherwise, just hang here with me. Pedal through the legs. Second side, inhale, left leg up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Huge breath in, send the knee a little higher. And then exhale, step, and you can always carry the foot between the hands. Cartwheel up, warrior two. 2 deep breaths here. Really ground down through the feet. Feel the hips widening and expanding to the front and the back of the mat. Nice, and then straighten this left leg. Heel toe the right foot in. Bump the hips to the right. Reach the left fingertips forward. Triangle pose. Ah, feels so good. Press into the outer edge of the right foot this time. As you do that, I want you to pull up through both legs. So really feel the big toe and pinky toe pressing down into the floor. The arches of the feet are like sucking up the mat here, so the legs are super engaged. And then trying to find a little bit of that side body and outer hip stretch, take the right bicep alongside the ear. If you can, take the left hand to clasp the right ear. And now send that elbow back in space. As you send that elbow back in space, I want you to press like crazy through the back right heel, like your life depended on it. Find more length in the side body and maybe across that top right hip. Huge breath. Good. And then come back up. Hit warrior two for just a breath. Cartwheel the arms down as you're ready. Step it back. Downward facing dog, or you might be ready for child's pose, in which case you're just going to press the seat towards the heels. Slow your breathing down. We'll all transition now to lying down on our back. Soles of the feet on the floor, knees point straight up. Take the right ankle over the left knee. This may be a stretch for you already. Make sure that right foot is flexed. Otherwise, reach through, hold the back of the left thigh, and pull the thigh in towards the chest. can do either side. Huge deep breaths. You really elevated the heart rate. So now just let everything be spacious. Once again, you can kind of play with taking this ankle to knee pose to the left and right. And then switch it out. So whatever ankle you had on top, do the other one. So right ankle over left thigh in my case. Just really make sure that the foot is flexed. And then again, kind of rocking side to side. So look at the screen to really get this, because it's going to add a new dimension to the hip opening you're going to feel here. If your head is lifting off the ground, in order to hold the thigh, you need to put a block or a cushion underneath the head. Or you can just simply rest the foot on the floor and experience the hip opening here. One more huge breath. Good. Gather both knees into the chest and give them a squeeze. And now come into your version of happy baby. So, early in your practice, this just might look like holding the knees. Those of you that have been practicing longer, it might mean holding the pinky toe sides of the feet. And no surprise, we're rocking side to side here. Really gentle though, subtle. Don't make this a big movement. And now if you're in traditional happy baby, press the soles of your feet towards the ceiling. So you feel your feet rebounding, pressing into your fingertips, your hands. Good. And now let the legs melt towards the floor. I'll leave you here in a mini Savasana. I hope you have an amazing day.
If you're looking for a little bit of a longer flow, this one is one of my favorite hip opening classes on YouTube. We do this reaching on the diagonal move that's a little weird, but for me feels so good. Pencil in this class for later in the week. I can't wait to share it with you. I'll see you on the mat. Namaste.